he has something to say.
Oh, now, please do not start pouting.
I'm not pouting. Don't think of this as pouting. I'm just resting. My pack came off. I'm no longer a member of the pack. I'm gonna pack up.
Okay.
What episode of In Search Of is your favorite?
17.
And which one do you think you learned the most from?
We had a lot of interesting episodes, and some of them some of the subject matter we came back to several times. I think we must have done Bigfoot 5 or 6 times. We had a very interesting episode about telepathy, and
I get it.
We had a. We have these special cards that are designed for communication of ideas, and I'm looking at a card, and there are 5 or 6 young people sitting around trying to guess what card I'm looking at. And there was one young guy who got it every time, got every card I was looking at, no tricks involved, got every card that I was looking at. And the odds against that are millions to one. And none of us could ever figure out how he did it.
Overhead cameras just looking down.
No tricks.
They do that in the poker games all the time.
Yeah, I know that. They pick the poker right there. Yeah, I know that. I've seen that on TV. But I was...
Seriously, there was one guy who got them all the time?
Yeah.
Was there any explanation?
It's just impossible to do it. He just kept getting the card. And no, there was no explanation. No. Except that he was able to read my mind. I mean, that would be the theory.
No, but seriously, because those moments, absolutely fascinating.
Yeah. Did you say fascinating? Yeah.
Just because somebody wrote a word that you used doesn't mean you own the word. Live long and prosper. I can say that anyway.
Seriously, say it, but it doesn't mean the same as me saying it.
That's true, but I am utterly fascinated by what you've just said.
I knew you were going to say that.
Did you follow up with this guy at all?
No, we went about our business. But,
What?
But I've never forgotten it. I've never forgotten it.
Wait a minute. Guy reads 5 or 6 cards from your hand.
Yeah.
No way he could possibly know.
No.
And he said, oh, thanks. That's great. Bye. Is that what you essentially?
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah.
I wouldn't let it go.
What would you do?
I don't know. I would. First of all, I must.
You'd write a book about it.
Right. Well, I would. I mean, here is a guy.
Yeah.
Because telepathy. I've got to get close to you. Why are you backing up? Why are you backing up?
Why are you backing up?
What? I mean, that is fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that word again. That drives me nuts.
You're right. We probably should have explored it further, but I've never forgotten it. Obviously, I mean that happened 30 years ago. It just...
Jeez, Leonard.
No, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Well, it is. I wonder if that guy would ever raise
Make such a big deal out of it.
It's a big deal. It's part of the mystery of life. We don't know how that happens.
You hang on to your feud with George McCabe forever today. Forever. Go
I'm
ahead.
serious. That is that in itself. Let's go in search of that guy.
It was a young boy. It must have been about, I don't know, 15, 16 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And you said goodbye?
I think he's
should have introduced him to George.
I think he's gone on to win various poker tournaments and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. He sits at blackjack tables and beats the house every time. I don't know what he does. I don't know where he is. I'm sorry. Wow.
Because the mystery of telepathy.
Let it go! Oh, my.
God.
Oh, yeah, golly. Yeah, right.
Are you aware you just went... Sounds like Edward G. Robertson.
Yeah. It was intentional. I was a big fan of his.
Yeah.
You're the guy that shot my brother in the back? Yeah. Okay. We have a question?
And Mr. Shatner,
Thank God somebody's addressing me. But I feel like a lump here.
I have a question about what I firmly believe is the finest work of your entire career.
Whoa.
Even counting Star Trek.
Whoa.
Do you have any great stories from the set of Incubus? It's a fantastic movie, no matter what language it's in.
You did that in a strange language. Thank you.
We did it in Esperanto.
Esperanto. Can you speak Esperanto?
I can.
Speak some.
I have been. Esperanto was invented, I think, by George Bernard Shaw. Certainly it was, he had a hand in it. And it was designed to be the international language. It had Greek, German, Latin, I think, roots of the word, so that all the Romance languages and other languages applied to it would be, at least you'd be able to figure out what the person was saying. So it was going to be the international language. That was the big deal about Esperanto. And a guy, Stevens or something, he was a writer-producer, and he gave me a script called Incubus, and it was a very basic story about good and evil and devils and things like that. And I said, well, you want me to play the good guy? That's really good. You got the money, and we go, and here we go. And we're going to do the movie. And a week or two before we were going to start the movie, he hands me a new script. English on one side, Esperanto on the other.
You had to learn the Esperanto? Or both?
Phonetically. I learned it from the English words, and then phonetically do the... I said, why do you want to do it in Esperanto? He said, there's 17 million people speak Esperanto. Every single one of them are going to come and see the movie. We'll have an audience of 17 million people. And it was true, that's what happened. There were 2 in Cincinnati and 5 in Chicago. It was wild. Nobody... He forgot that 17 million across the world, and most of them in Africa, would...
This person saw that?
Well, let me just... The funny...
There's the person who saw the movie.
That's right. And he doesn't speak Esperanto. So we